Under our second yellow here in Kentucky. Don't forget to join host Nicole Mansky for NASCAR Now and get the latest news and information of the viewers' favorite drivers and teams. All that inside info, biggest names in the sport. It's NASCAR Now, the daily destination. It's going to be on tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. All right, we had several takers during this second caution period, including Carl Edwards. And if you remember in the pre-race, he talked about major changes. Boy, they went after it.
They did. They came down here, and they're going to change the bump steer. We heard Carl Edwards talking about how the car, when it set down getting in the corner, it wanted to make a left on its own. And that's not what you want a race car to do. So these guys are going to make this change on pit road.
All right, let's take a look at our ESPN Chevy Dish Tech Center with Tim Brewer. Tim, what are they doing?
It's real simple, Marty. It's kind of bold, but we're going to show you exactly what they're doing. See where the center pivot point is on this tie rod? This is actually a drag link. Now, what they're doing, this slug right here, as you come back up, this is a zero slug. You can put the tie rod in right in the center of that modification right here, about 1 1/8 inches. You can move this thing. You can come over here and put a 5/8 drop in it and put it down literally over half that distance. What they're trying to do is change the toe in. As the car goes down the corner, as it travels, the wheel will toe out or in. A lot of guys get really precise. There's only towing out about 10,000. If that car's that loose getting down the corner, they're trying to get it to tow out more to establish the footprint to make the car tighten up, get down the corner.
Tim, you just got to believe they're going to take that inner pivot point and raise it up so that car is going to tow out more. If you tow a car in, it's going to be unstable on entry. So probably took that thing, Andy, and raised it all the way up, I would think, to try to give more stability.
Well, that's the direction you need to go with the comments that you're hearing from Carl. What you really want to do, though, you want that car, you don't want it to do anything. You want the driver to tell it to turn. You don't want the car to do it itself.
Now, Tim, what I'm worried about, if they move that slug up, they probably don't have the toe in, the toe out adjusted correctly right now because of this big change. Could happen.
Well, I tell you, Rusty, they should go back, put the car on the ground, get the string out, and realign it. But the trick there is, if they try to change this as a maneuver to make the car better, they've already done their movement on the tie rod end and know exactly where to set the tie rod end back when they move the bump slug.
All right. I'll tell you what, though, guys, this is a direct reflection of not being able to practice in this car, trying to do double duty, not even in the car at all. If Carl would have drove this car and practiced it, he would have known what it was doing. So why is Carl Edwards not performing good, doesn't have the mojo, out of the zone? This type of stuff.
Well, he managed to stay on the lead lap, believe it or not, 2 pit stops. Let's go back to 2005, show you one of Carl's brighter moments. He is the only man in 8 nationwide races, this is our 8th time here, to win from the pole. He did it in 2005. Let's take a look at what's happened after 15 races this year compared to last year. And oh, what a difference a year makes.
Well, he sure has lost a lot of momentum, and we heard him in the pre-race talking about how it's almost embarrassing that they haven't won a race in the Nationwide Series after having so much success in the Cup Series. I know these guys are working hard on it, and they're not done tonight. These guys are still working on the race car. That's a long way to go. Don't count him out yet.
No, I really expect them to get their, get the rhythm back when they start running the companion races again, where he can practice his car and feed back and forth. But man, it's a lot to expect out of these guys to fly clear across their country and work on it.
All right, you see Carl, he has managed, as we said, to stay out on the lead lap. He is in 34th. How about let's check in with some of our other double-duty drivers. Clint Boyer has moved up 10 spots now. He is running in 15th. But right behind him, in his mirrors, is guess who? Kyle Busch, who is now running in 16th.
And he's not done yet, I guarantee you. Here we go.
The 70,000 are on their feet again as we're back to green flag racing. Lap 18 of 200. Logano's got some pressure and got a pass up front.
Keller's going after him right here. He gets him cleared in turn 1.
Boy, Keller did a great job in the restart. Came to that gearbox, caught Joey Logano sleeping on that restart, and blew right past him down into turn 1.
This is pretty incredible what Jason Keller's been able to do here, because this is not a big team. He's going up against a giant when you're talking about the Gibbs cars right here. They're doing an outstanding job. Overachievers for sure.
You got to remember one thing. Now, Keller's got some good sponsorship in this car. They went from not having anything to a 6-year deal with this incredible pizza company. So that money, that makes race cars run fast also.
You see the sparks flying out from under Joey Logano's car. That's because these cars are really probably low on air, going in that corner, and they hit these bumps. You'll probably probably see that air pressure come up and a little less sparks, but that's they're hitting pretty hard. Mike, what's going on with that 20?
Well, you're right on the mark there, Andy. That's exactly what's happening. They're bottoming out. You know, I talked to him during qualifying, asked him about practice this morning, and asked him about what changes he made. He said they changed everything you can think of on this race car, and already you can understand why. Let's listen in on his radio.
Pretty freaking bad, sending me up the racetrack. When I get into the banking, I hit. It sends me up the only through 1 and 2. It doesn't hit through 3 and 4. Where you see it is the only place. Something pretty solid. It ain't the main line. Oh no, it's metal. Is it left side or right side?
It's coming out the left rear like it might be the trailing arm mount.
It's something in the front.
And you can hear the poise in his voice, and you can understand why. Talking with his crew chief, Dave Rogers, earlier this week, he said the one thing that really impresses him the most about Joey Logano is his feel for the race car. He's able to really translate back to the team exactly what the car's doing, and you can hear that that's what he was doing right there.
So we'll keep an eye on that and see if that develops into a bigger issue for Joey and the 20 team. Meanwhile, for Jason Keller, this is the first laps he's led all year since Mexico, when he led just 1 lap there. Let's get more on Jason from Jamie Little.
Well, Joey Logano didn't just get passed by a veteran. He got passed by the man with the most starts in the Nationwide Series, Jason Keller. This team is just ecstatic right now, high-fiving each other. They showed up here. This is the first time CJM has ever been at this racetrack. His team showed up with a fast race car. Jason was disappointed after qualifying today. He thought he had the car for the pole. He left a little bit out there, but guys, he's making up for it right now as he leads this race.
All right, and as quickly as we have talked about that, remember last time we told you that Kyle was in 16th? Wrong. He's now up to 6, guys.
He's coming, boys, I'm telling you. So he needs to, Jason Keller and those guys need to enjoy it while they've got it, because this guy's coming.
Man, there is just absolutely no doubt about that. I mean, this guy has got this car handling good, and Shannon, I don't know if it looks as good down there as it does up here, but this cat's got it going on right now.
Well, Rusty, as you can imagine, the one word you're hearing over the radio on that 18 radio is clear. Kyle Busch certainly making his way through the field. Right now, he's telling his crew chief, Jason Ratcliffe, that the car is about a 5 tight center off. So expect some changes on that 18 car when they bring it down for their first pit stop.
Well, if they make it any better, it's just going to lap the field. Take a look at the points right now, because now Kyle has moved into 2nd after coming back through the field and has bumped. Brad Keselowski's also picked up a couple of spots. David Rudiman has dropped a couple. Of course, it's still early in the race. Take a look at this. It's a battle for 3rd. Marcus Ambrose underneath the 64, David Stremme. And as they cross the stripe, can he get the job done? Marcus in the STP colors.
That's good to see those STP colors again. That's just an amazing color. Vince, I'll tell you what, I remember those days when Petty was winning. That car looks good out there.
Yeah, and I talked to Marcus before the race. We were standing next to the car, and he looked at it, and he said, boy, doesn't that car look good. He says it reminds you definitely of Richard Petty. You can't look at that STP car and not think of the King. He said, don't want to take anything away from him by running this scheme here tonight. It's the first of 5 times that they'll run it, but they're trying to give the brand a little more exposure, and certainly able to do that. Ambrose says he feels like this could be a breakout night for this team. It's been a disappointing season on the whole, but he says they're coming, and we're seeing a little bit of that tonight.
Seems like that paint scheme's just got him walking tall. Got a lot of confidence. This is one of the best races I've seen him run all year.
Everybody's got their good races, Andy, and so far this is Marcus's right now. He's qualified well. He looks strong. He's got some staying power. A lot of these guys that qualify good, you see him fade back, but he's hanging up front and going to the front. So cars, he's handling real well right now.
All right, let's take a look at Jason Keller up front. You got Joey Logano 2nd, Marcus Ampro 3rd, and then Kyle Busch is now up to 4th. He's bumped Stremme back to 5th. That's your top 5, and we aren't past anywhere near the quarter mark of this race, and he's on the move.